الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد المرسلين وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. سبحانك لا فهم لنا إلا ما فهمتنا إنك أنت الجلال الكريم. رب زدني علما. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. فيه آيات بينات مقام إبراهيم ومن دخله كان آمنا ولله على الناس حج البيت من استطاع إليه سبيلا ومن كفر فإن الله غني عن العالمين. صدق الله مولانا العظيم. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after mentioning the first house which had been established for his worship and for the establishment of his oneness in Makkah Mukarramah. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala further elucidates some of the specialities and peculiarities, what we call khasa'is, of that holy place and of the Ka'bah al-Musharrafah. Fihi ayatun bayyinat. Therein there are clear signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's greatness, His qudrat, His ni'mat, His blessings, His favor. Maqam, among them, Maqam Ibrahim, and among those the Maqam Ibrahim, and of course all of those who have gone for Umrah and Hajj have seen it. The most amazing thing that this rock has the imprint of the foot of the two feet of Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam, and that rock was actually brought. And there's various riwayats, wallahu alam, that was brought. And Ibrahim alayhi salam stood on that rock to elevate the building of the Kaaba. He and his son Ismail alayhi salam. And as you've seen, the imprint of the feet in a rock. Now, if you stand on a rock, it's not going to imprint, cause an imprint on a rock. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided that there would be such an ayat for the progeny and for posterity to observe that and recall, the sacrifices of Sayyidina Ibrahim and the effort that he made and the whole purpose for which he left his place, left his family, left his everything, for the sake of establishing this holy place and the purpose for which it was established. And then secondly, وَمَنْ دَخَلَهُ كَانَ آمِنًا, and whoever enters into this holy place is safe and secure. So does that mean that under all circumstances anyone would be safe and secure? Well, history does not bear that out, because there have been incidents of persons who have been, for example, we mentioned the case of Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Zubair and the attack of Hajjaj on the Kaaba, and so that was a very horrific event. However, generally speaking, there's two things. Number one is that we say in Arabic, هذا يعني خبر بمعنى الإنشاء. In other words, it is a statement, whereas the actual meaning is an order from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In other words, since this is a sanctified place, no one is allowed to tyrannize anyone or harm anyone or afflict anyone or any type of perpetrate any type of wrong against anyone. And if anyone who does so, then he, just as the virtues are magnified, also, any type of wrongdoing is also magnified in this place. So that's, of course, very, very understandable. At the same time, also, if we look at history and we look until this very day, comparatively speaking, it is the safest place on the face of the earth. Even the Arabs in Jahiliyyah, someone would come, and as we know, that battles would go on for centuries, because somebody killed somebody and they would take revenge and would go back and forth and non-stop. However, the person might have actually killed someone's father. That person actually, the son of that killed father, meets the killer in Makkah and doesn't raise a hand. That was so generally speaking, until now, that is the general sanctity which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also placed in the hearts of people. So this is a place where not only it is something that every person of Iman should observe once in his lifetime, it is a place where the gathering of Muslims from all over the world and the place and this unification on Tawheed and unity of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and in deen, and the, we can go on for hours and hours, what are the benefits and the blessings and the purification process and the return to the primordial objective for which we've been created, which takes place if someone goes there with proper cognizance and proper intention. And so therefore, at least once in a lifetime, it is compulsory for every Muslim to perform, however, with condition. Man istata'a ilayhi sabil. So it is upon the people towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to perform this Hajj, those who are capable, and the capability is, of course, the expenditure which is necessary, and also the physical ability of health and well-being to be able to undertake that journey. Even a woman, for example, is not required and is not even permitted actually to travel alone. And so also if she requires a mahram, someone, a male to accompany her, and she would also, someone would be willing to go, or she has the expense to go there. So if one has the wherewithal, then it is obviously obligatory for them. وَمَنْ كَفَرَ, and who disbelieves or denies or turns their back on this order of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, either they disbelieve that it has any founding. People, may Allah save us. We even have individuals who say, what's the point of spending all that money and going there, and want to take that money and spend it on the poor, or something like this. So denial of this rukniyat, or this fardiyat, or this compulsory nature of the Hajj, that would of course amount to definite leaving of Islam. Disbelief in any tenet of Islam is disbelief in Islam in its entirety. From the other standpoint, if someone has the wherewithal, as Nabi alayhi sallam says, the person who has the wherewithal, he can perform Hajj. He has the means, he has the physical ability, yet he does not let him die as a Christian or a Jew. In other words, it's a very stern warning. If he dies in that condition, he's in big trouble. He may die without Iman. However, most of the ulama are of the opinion that this is a very stern warning, scaring them. Otherwise, it is a major sin, and however, he would not have actually left Islam in entirely. But he would be, of course, in resembling the actions of kuffar. Or it could also be kufran al-ni'mah, denying that great blessing that Allah subhanahu. It's not simply, it's something that we have to do, it's a burden on us. It is a great blessing. Everyone who goes for a Hajj would give witness to that. You see, so you're denying this great blessing and bounty from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and every injunction of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the benefit is for the one who does it and one who undertakes it. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq, and again, give us the ability to visit the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again and again and again. Mathabatan lin-nas, again and again. Ameen. Ameen. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalamu alaikum.